Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for the 16th of May, 2018, with the moon transiting through Rohini Nakshatra today. So why dampen down your flame when, especially if you let it burn a little more brightly, it may just completely burn away all of that resistance that you're encountering towards making progress right now. Well, maybe because that resistance that's there is as solid as a brick, and bricks don't really burn so easily. They take a lot longer to burn, right? So you're trying to eliminate something that perhaps isn't really ready to be eliminated. And so then what's going to happen? You're going to find yourself in a position where you've exhausted all of your energy towards a specific endeavor, thinking that if you approach it in a certain way, then that's certainly going to deal with the issue that's at stake, when it's not likely going to deal with the issue at all. So what happens after you take that approach? Well, you go back and you kind of go, right, well, still this must be right, so maybe I just need to alter this one little bit. And then you go, okay, well, sure, I'll change this. And then you go back at it again, and still nothing really seems to want to budge, right? So you can keep going back to the drawing board over and over again. But unless you really stop and think a lot longer about what is actually creating the resistance to your situation, you're not going to be able to get around it. No matter how much effort you put towards it, no matter how much you think, well, I just need to, really try a little bit harder or do something a little bit more, or maybe I'm somehow not doing enough. Well, the one thing that you're really not doing with this particular situation, and I'm going to be blunt with it, is paying attention. Okay, because it's interesting when we get those little roadblocks in life. We don't like dealing with them. They don't make us feel happy, but they actually provide a very important service to our evolution, because they make us stop. They make us take a look, right? And at that moment that we take a look, then we actually stand a chance to learn. Bing, the light goes on in our head. And we recognize that either we just need to wait and be a little more patient, right? Or we need to just really kind of scrap the idea altogether. And in this particular instance, it's not that you necessarily need to scrap the idea, but it's also that you don't need to just kind of go back and rework, what's the phrase, reinvent the wheel over and over again, right? Unless you're going to reinvent that wheel in absolutely the right way, why bother? You're just wasting your time. And the wheel's not going to go around. Instead, it's going to, fall apart every time it hits a rock. So you got to do things the right way. And in order to do the right things at this particular moment in time, you need to really be very willing to be humble and be willing to take a look. Perhaps it's something that you might not want to take a look at, but if you take a look at it, and if you approach it with a little bit of intelligence, then you'll be making the wise choice in a particular area. So if you're kind of stuck at a particular crossroads, dead end, whatever it is you want to call it, and you could use a little bit of help dealing with that particular situation, I do offer several different levels of astrological service that are available through the astrological services page of my website. If you're interested in scheduling something with me, you can follow the link above in the video. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for the 16th of May, 2018, for the moon's transit through Rohini Nakshatra. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.